Isn't that a pleasant sound coming from below us? Hello guys, and again back on Dockham77's Patreon server, and we are here again where we left off last time at the iron farm, where I told you that the iron farm was just starting up. And yeah, you can see this is how it looks when it is started up. Tons of golems. I recorded a few clips. I'm gonna show you now of the golem spawning, how many it is, and it's just insanity, really. Look at this. Yeah, as you can see, tons of golems spawning, and that means it's tons of iron dropping. You can see now the item drop. Iron after iron after iron after iron. And the farm is so fast at this point that 3 hoppers are not enough to catch up. So this one is emptying still, this one is also emptying, and this one is slowly filling up. So it's almost faster as 3 hoppers. As you can see, it's filling up. And it fills up this entire storage in 1.5 days. So at this point, this farm is so fast that, yeah, we basically have to craft iron blocks the entire time. I crafted iron blocks like an hour ago, and 2 full rows are already full again. And overnight it did this entire full row along with half of this one. So yeah, 1.5 days and this entire storage will be full. And our end storage does not hold many iron blocks anymore. So we might have to either think of something else or start trashing iron. But I don't like that. I don't like trashing iron. So I guess we're just gonna have to expand the storage using shulker boxes, for example. Add some shulker box loader in here. Put some chests in the side in order to get more storage. But yeah, I will deal with that once the time has come. At the moment we still have a little bit of space. So like 20 double chests, what is this? This at the moment is over 100 double chests of iron blocks. So it's not that much. It's okay though. So yeah. What also happened here? Hasso connected his turbo smelter up here, and his if we go through here, which I'm really happy about because I was struggling with that. And he added his cobblestone farm. And it's working really nicely. You can check it out. It's really fast as well. Stacking down the cobblestone, and then the moment the cobblestone pushes, it gets blown up. Yeah, really nice. Oops. Wrong button. I think it does it once more now. And then it stops. So you don't have to worry about cobblestone anymore. And because nobody has cobblestone, because everybody is mining with Silk Touch, and then like crafting pistons and such is actually kind of difficult. So yeah, I'm happy we have this now. It makes everything a lot easier. And yeah, this is not what I wanted to show you though. I just wanted to give you a little update on how the iron farm runs when it actually runs and doesn't start up. And yeah, it is madness, as you can see. Absolute madness. Okay, for the actual project that I want to show you this episode, we have to beat in the nether hub, which has been changed a little bit. As you can see, the floor is no longer orange sandstone slabs as it was before. It is now black glass, which I like a lot. With nether terrain below, it looks really cool in my opinion. You can look down. Yeah, it's a different feel to it. You know, you have this flying compass here now, and have this nether below. I like it a lot. So, what did I do recently that I want to show you today? Well, what does every Minecrafter need? Exactly, beacons. Lots of them. I have 14 on my inventory right now, 45 in my offhand, just carrying around with me. And yeah, there's only one way to get those many beacons, with a proper wither farm. And that's what I did, with big help of several people, most notably again Lisa, who helped a lot, especially in designing this thing. And we just walked this tunnel here. And at some point we turn to the right, which says Wither Skeleton Farm. And yeah, you will see now. Following the tunnel, we get into the huge perimeter that I dug out. Mostly alone, using flying machines and tunnel bore and such things like that. It's not down all the way down to the bedrock. That's why we still have the lava lakes, and we surrounded the lava lakes with sea lanterns and iron blocks, and plastered the entirety of the ground with glass. So you can still see the nether ground, but it is spawn proof, and I think it looks really cool getting in here. Also paying tribute to the old ZipKrowd perimeter with the iron bar walls with the iron blocks above and below, so you can look out and see the ghasts flying about. And yeah, the beacons guide the way down the staircase, and back there you can see it. If we go down and land real quick, this is the wither farm. The design of the spawn floors itself is inspired by Gnembon, and this wither farm, we just updated it to 1.13 and tweaked some things, but the general concept is the same. So it uses, let's just quickly fly up and all the way to the top back where we can see it easiest. It uses piston flying machines. I need to turn off the particles, or we get laggy. It uses flying machines to push around the mobs and pushes them all in the middle, in the center, where they then get processed. Yes, and we have this on all levels. Just gets a little bit larger at the bottom, simply because this was a large cross section, so you could use ice here, so the mobs slide better. And yeah, as you can see, there's already tons of skeletons in here, tons of other stuff, blaze, pigmen. And when they all get pushed down, they land in here, in my own mob sorter system. And I think we just watch it in action, and then I can explain what exactly is happening. So let's just go down to where the farm begins and turn it on. Turning on, and let's also already turn on the item collection system. We will need that. I will get to how that works later as well. So let's get up. And now we should see what's happening. So all the mobs fall down here. With the first big push, we should see a ton, yeah. Ton of mobs, their fall gets stopped by the vines. And some mobs get stuck. That's why we have this system, as you can see. At first they get pushed up there. Well, we missed the rest now. I'm gonna do it step by step. At first they get pushed up there a little bit. And the ones that get stuck will eventually fall through. Maybe not with the first push, but with the second or third. As you can see the blaze, it will fall through at some point. Also the magma cubes die that land on there, which is also really good. So they stop occupying the mobcap. Next up, they just get funneled into a 1x17. Fall down the next step. And then I need to find a new spot. And then it's pretty simple. Skeletons are larger than all the other mobs in here, the wither skeletons. So all the other mobs, it's a little bit loud actually, just turn on the volume a little bit. As you can see, all the other mobs get pushed over into the cactus and the wither skeletons fall down. Everything is timed with repeaters. And at the end, we have a ton of wither skeletons down here already for one-shot kill. And everything else dies. You have no clutter in this thing here. This farm has an optional blaze mode, where the timing up there gets changed a little bit. I can show it real quick. Oh god. It's a little bit laggy. So many items and entities. Okay. Just fly around. Where the second push timing gets changed so the blaze don't fall fast enough and fall through. Here, as you can see, the signal skips 2 repeaters, which allows the blazes to fall down. I don't want to do it right now because the holding chamber down here is not optimized for that, and the blazes actually can shoot you. I mean, I can do it once, and then we can see a few blazes coming down. You can look up. Blazes get funneled, and now the bottom opens faster, and the blazes fall through, as you can see. Also works perfectly, but let's turn it off. Oh, and they start cramming in here. Yeah, it's a ton of skeletons. The farm is really, really fast, as you can see. Also really, really laggy. Die, blaze. The thing is, most of the blaze shots get stopped by the wither skeletons. But yeah, this is just messy afterthought, basically, because well, we don't really have good blaze farms on here. And to get a stack of blaze rods, this is really fast. Okay, and next up, we get to the item processing system and the item sorting system. And the biggest problem is, how do you process this many items as this farm makes in the nether? It is so much faster than a single hopper line, so we can't just put a single hopper line below this and hope to get rid of all the items. It will hopelessly clog up. So we need to, and we also obviously can't use water, so I had to come up with something else, and I feel like I've come up with something pretty unique, which is a flying machine. A flying machine with a trapdoor attached to it that goes back and forth along this ice trail. So if you just go up and look at it, as you can see on its way here, the trapdoor is down, and as soon as it goes back, we will see in a second, the trapdoor will be up and theoretically letting the items through. So let's just test it by killing a few of these guys. All the items get picked up below, the hoppers get dispensed on the track, where the trapdoor slides along, picks them all up, they land down there, get pushed again, after being aligned perfectly by this ender chest. And what do we sort? We sort bones, more bones, more bones. These two are both coal, because this is the stuff we definitely have most of. Wither skeleton skulls are here, gold nuggets, rotten flesh, arrows, magma cream, sometimes we get those too, and blaze rods in case we go into manual blaze mode. Yeah, and I also tried adding unstackable item sorter here for the swords, but the design I chose, which is based on, if we go down real quick, which is based on enchanted swords with 0 durability, because the interesting ability of these, or the interesting behavior, is that the skeletons, or any mob that sees a tool with enchantment but 0 durability will think it's more valuable than the item it's currently holding, but will also see any item that it's getting more valuable as the sword. So these can be fluently swapped back and forth on entities, which allows for an unstackable item sorter. However, this farm creates too many swords, and it's not spam proof, so it breaks. So the system gets spammed. These are just here for memory now, and I added a flame, which breaks swords. And yeah, well, it's a little bit less fancy, but it does its job. Down below, we sort the items into shulkers, the bones, and the coal also into shulker, and the other ones just go into hopper lines. The hopper lines then go below the bedrock. This is actually the only way we could fit this, as you can see. The shulker loader only fits in here like this, but I feel like the effect is really nice. We have these rainbow lines going into the back wall where we reach a few item elevators. If we quickly go in here, a few item elevators all over the place. It was a little bit of, well, trying to get the right item to the correct chest, because we have a system up here where the wither skeleton skulls are in the middle and the coal and bones are beside it, but here the coal and bones are at the right, or yeah, well, at the right side. So we had to test a little bit and, you know, put hopper lines above and below each other to get this to work properly. But yeah, as you can see, oh, there's a hopper in there. Tons of shulkers with bones, almost a ton of shulkers with coal, and gold nuggets also en masse. Tons of rotten flesh. Arrows. You have to keep in mind that these are looted without looting, so ton of arrows. And yeah, a few blaze rods and magma cream actually. 9 magma cream, not too bad for a farm that is not made for that actually, and that shouldn't even spawn medium magma cubes, but it still does, because magma cube spawning has changed in 1.13. It's really weird now. Yeah, so let's just test. How many skulls? 35. Let's run a test. Let's go 5 minutes here and see how many skulls we get. Okay, this was definitely less than a pleasant experience. The recording made this a lot worse. This farm likes to lag, but usually not this bad. As soon as this farm runs, something up here lags my game. I'm not sure what. It must be the flying machines, because there's just as many entities now as if the farm was running, basically. So I guess it's some lighting updates. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, this time it was especially unbearable because of the recording. It's usually not that bad for me. Usually I can run this fine. Good. Let's turn off this as well. We sorted all the items in. And let's check what our yield was. So we had 35. Now we have 1 stack and 7. That's 36 wither skeleton skulls in 5 minutes. That is about 7 items. Or 7 wither skeleton skulls per minute. That's pretty insane, I've got to say. Looting sword. Plus, on the server we have a little bit increased mobcap. I think 1.5 times the mobcap. So we definitely get more monsters dropping. But still, 7 wither skeleton skulls per minute is an insane rate. I'm so happy with this. It works perfectly. Let's take a flyby. I turned on the chunks a little bit to have a little better performance. Let's take a look at the entire perimeter. It's mostly lava lakes, so that's why we didn't bother going all the way down. And yeah, one really important thing with this farm, you have to turn it off when leaving, because flying machines break if you unload the chunks. So when leaving the farm through the staircase or by rocket, up here we have a large farm of question mark. So that hopefully everybody sees. And yeah, if they come here and are like, oh damn, I left the farm on, they can go back quickly. Yeah. Ooh. Next mic. My initial concept for this holding chamber was to be able to use it with the dogs, and it works. So up there I have wolves. So if you want to, you can also just stand here AFK, let the farm run, and have the wolves kill it. It's just really slow, because the drop rate with no looting, because your sword does not apply to wolves, even if you hold it, is really low. Theoretically, this farm is fully AFKable though. Here we have my wolf army. Okay, another thing we will see now, as soon as we leave the farm, we will get a huge lag spike. There it is. Unloading the farm after it has been used, because there's like so many entities and monsters in there. Yeah, 1.13 performance at its best. Okay, well, just go back to the entrance, take another look at what we've done here, what we've accomplished. It's a great site, I love it, the farm works great, we have infinite beacons now. I already gave away like a stack of beacons to everybody I saw. I just gave them like 10 beacons and then sent them on the way. It's fun, farm works, I'm happy guys, I hope you liked it. And yeah, I will see you for my next video. Let's see what I can come up with next time. And yeah. Hope you liked it guys. See you next time. Bye bye.